Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are streaming in from. Today, new moon in Scorpio. And Scorpio is the sign of very intense water emotions. But the new moon allows for us to deeply dive into what it is we might be feeling, what is it that we're passionate about creating in our lives. And the new moon sets us up for the next 6 months. So as we start to put this year on closure, we're going to take today some asanas. We're going to stay very grounded to open up the channels so that way the fluidity within our body can start to allow pranic flow to flow a little bit more easily and release what it is that we're truly wanting to manifest and see come into our lives. Now, this is really super important because whenever we manifest or whenever we think we might want something, it can start in the cerebral or intellectual mind. But true manifestation comes when we're able to transcend the intellect, which is still part of the sensory world, what we're thinking, what we're seeing, what we're feeling, touching, tasting. So, as I said, the asanas that we're going to take today, a little bit more on the restorative aspect to gently release anything that might be embedded in the unconscious and bring that to rise so that way we can transcend and go into the heart center, which is the place of coherence. When the head and the heart are balanced in coherence, then we're able to easily merge with pure unifying unbounded consciousness, pure source, and then we're able to reintegrate that back into our daily living. So if you are new to the practice, make sure you have a bolster, your blocks handy, a strap, and we're going to start on our backs today. So make sure your strap is handy. I'm taking a few moments just to settle in. Let your arm bones fall to the ground. Press the back of your crown into the earth. Watch your body breathe. If you can, let the back of your crown fully be supported. Let the arm bones surrender. And feel the flesh of your buttocks holding up your hips. We'll take the left hand over the heart and the right hand to the lower belly. And letting your body be supported by gravity. See if you can let your back body sink deeper into the earth. Giving yourself and your physical body permission to align, to feel these pure, unbounded forces conspiring to support you. As you let your back soften into the earth, notice the expansion across your chest and collarbone, your throat, your jaw. We'll chant the sound Om. You can join me or simply receive. Let's take a deep breath to inhale. Take your time and draw your right knee into your chest. You'll circle the ankle out a few times and in. Just noticing if there are any cracks you might be hearing. Enjoying that excess vata. We'll cross our right leg over to the left side today, just letting your hip stack over the bottom hip. And if it's comfortable for you, let your right arm unfold. And then breathe into the space you're creating between your rib and hip. Feel free to keep the eyes closed. I'm gently using my left hand to the outer part of my right thigh. And just letting the breath do the work for you here. Feel this expansion happening in opposite directions. Right knee moving towards the left, right arm moving away from the midline of the body. And take your time and slowly draw that right knee back into your chest. We'll peel the head, the neck, the chest off of the earth, like apanasan. Feel free to stay here with your hands on top of your shin bones, or you can float your hands alongside your hips. Lift your left leg up off of the earth and feel that internal rotation, inner thighs working in towards one another. Feel this line of energy from crown through base. Listen for the sound sa on the inhalation. Listen for the sound hum on the exhalation. Take one more smooth breath here, not over efforting, in the body, in the breath, in the face. And then lower your left leg down, lower your chest, your shoulders, your neck. Take your strap, loop it around the ball of your right foot. Let your arm bones fall into the earth and press the right ball mound into your strap. Not going to maximum extension here, but just going to a place where the arms can be supported by the earth, by gravity, and where you can let the back body be held. So the belly of the hamstring, the backs of the legs where the unconscious resides, can slowly start to release. Close the eyes here. If you have an eye pillow or even an eye mask that you'd like to drape over your eyes or put on, I encourage you to do so. Listen for the sound, sa on the inhalation, the sound of pure source, pure intelligence moving through you. Listen for the sound, hum on the exhalation, which means transformation, this light, this radiance, this source, into the 72 trillion cells of your body. Breathing in, hearing sa, breathing out, hearing hum. Take both ends of your strap now into your left hand. Draw your right leg over to the left side, just crossing it over the midline. Right thumb inside of your right hip crease and draw that right hip bone down. You might feel sensation in the back of the knee or along the outer part of that right hip. Just anchor your hip and pelvis down. And close the eyes here. The IT band is the longest muscle in the legs, lower half of the body. Take your time now and take both ends of the strap into the right hand, opening up the groin, staying soft. Just take that leg about 10% over to the right side. Place your left hand on top of your left hip to anchor your pelvis. Relax your jaw. Take your time and very slowly let that right leg come back to center, no rush. Slowly and softly remove your strap and let's cross your right leg over the top of your left thigh, ankle to knee pose. A little different today. I want you to keep ankle to knee, but move your left foot over to the right side. Let the right bottom of your foot, the sole of the foot, fall to the left side. So anchor that left foot, your right foot, down. And then take your left hand, peel and push your right inner thigh away from your body. You might feel this running in the midline of your femur and the midline of your thigh. You might feel this very deeply around the greater trochanter, the outer part of your hip. And then soften here. Check out if your right foot, ball mound, big toes coming off of the ground. And do your best to press and anchor down like you're standing on the earth. And then soften. Letting your body guide you with this infinite wisdom. Our bodies are designed to heal. We don't have to tell our nervous system what to do. We don't have to think about digestion or the breakdown and the assimilation of energy and nutrients. There is a greater intelligence at work within the unifying cosmic field of energy within ourselves and ourselves. See if you can stay intimate and close your eyes, tapping into this microcosm that is a reflection of the macrocosm, great intelligence moving inside of you. Slowly, keeping ankle to knee pose, use your right hand to press down and gently roll back onto your back. Take your time here. Thread both hands through your left thigh and use your right elbow to open up that right thigh. Flex your left foot deeply and draw the left knee in towards you, opening up the right buttock, right hip, preparing our body for these deeper poses that will take for longer periods of time. Another way to take ankle to knee is to hold on to the shin bone. If that feels better for you, that's always an option. Press your left foot down to the earth. Take a moment as you extend that right heel in front of you. And then draw your left knee into your chest. Hold on to your left shin bone. Circle the ankle out. And circle the ankle in. We'll take the left knee over to the right side. A little supine twist here. Just check out that your shoulder and hip are aligned, stacking your left hip on top of the right. I like to use my right hand to gently draw this left knee in. And then you can take your left hand to your shoulder, slowly start to open and peel. Maybe extending the arm as best as you can for where your body is today. And then breathe into the space that's opening between the lowest rib and the top of your hip. See if you can become aware of how your body opens up, the subtleties of how it shifts into expansion. The inner workings of how the ligaments, tissue, fascia, bones are all interconnected and moving cohesively. One part isn't working individually. Everything is integrated, interconnected. And take a deep breath to inhale here and listen for the sound sa on your inhalation. On your exhalation, draw that left knee back into the chest. Move slowly here. We'll lift the head, the neck, the chest off of the earth, apanasan. And maybe you'll take your hands long by your hips. Maybe you'll lift that right leg off of the earth, not at the expense of losing the breath. And then feel the line here, that cosmic thread. Like you are spiritually flossing. I like to call it spiritual hygiene. Connect to the sa here. Greater intelligence connects right through Sahasrara, crown chakra. Take smooth breaths, inhaling through the top of the crown here, top fontanelle, and feel this 1,000-petal lotus opening up to receive, feeling sa, hearing hum. One more breath here. Lower your neck, your shoulders, your chest. And then take your strap, loop it around the ball of your left foot. No rush, nowhere to get. Arm bones fall into the earth. Press your ball mount, and then let the arms fall to the earth. Relax your neck, your head, your jaw. Peel the toes back. Might even open the mouth and sigh that breath out. And close the eyes. We're never going towards maximum range, right? Just as the intelligence of the digestive system, of our brain, of our involuntary nervous system happens when we relax, same thing with postures. They happen when we're in this space, the dance between effort and effortless. In the Ishta lineage, we say it's 49% our work, and then 51% you surrender to the greater intelligence, Ishvara Pranidhana. Let yourself see if you can soften and let go of over-efforting. And then take both ends of the strap in the right hand. Draw that right hand over just about 10%. Left thumb inside of that left hip crease. Anchor the left hip crease down. Draw your left leg over to the right side. And then notice, watch yourself, observe yourself. Notice if you're over-efforting. Notice if you're fixated on something external. I like to say practice practicing the practice, right? Because there's always something different that we can learn when we come into not just posture. Posture is just a tool for us to really become observers of ourselves. Svadhyaya. Study yourself and you will know the divine. What is it that you can notice every time you come back to a familiar posture? How can you approach it in a different way, or what's unlocking that's new for you? And then let's take both ends of the strap over into the left hand. Open up your left groin, left inner thigh. Just about 10%, again, not over efforting. Right hand to the top of your hip. And then breathe into the space you're creating here. Where can you soften? Where can you let gravity help you? So much we think we have to do, and we're conditioned to produce and take action. And really, when we are in contact and true balance and harmony with nature, nature does not have to try, does not have to effort. Slowly draw that left leg back to center. Use your abdomen. Release the strap now and gently cross your left ankle over the top of that right thigh. Take ankle to knee here. Pause for a moment first, right? So just open up the hips. Always want to protect and respect your pelvis. And then let's heel toe that right foot over to the left side, just crossing the midline. Keep your left foot flexed. Draw it over to the right side. Sole of the foot on the ground. I like to draw my knee up a little bit more. Unfold your left arm. And then take your right hand, peel that left thigh away. Notice if the sole of the foot's coming off. Anchor the foot down. One side is always a little bit more spacious than the other. And then soften here. This image works very well for me. I hope it works for you. It works partially because of the sun sign that I'm born in. I'm a Cancerian. When I use the reference of softening inside of ourselves, I think about the exoskeleton of a shell, of a crab. A crab does not have a spine, does not have a vertebrae, right? It's very soft on the inside, and it has this hard outer shell to protect it. I want you to think, even though our body is porous and made of skin and tissues and ligaments, I want you to think of the body kind of like your shell. And when we soften inward, it's your essence that's softening. You are falling deeper into the space of pure energy. So you're going from outer matter, outer exoskeleton shell, like the crab, and you're dissolving into this pure oneness, dissolving into the brilliance that's happening, the digestion, the processes that are effortless, they're just natural. Take one more breath here and see if you can listen for the sound saw in the inhalation. Listen for the sound. Transformation of this brilliance, genius, intelligence into you. Take your time and slowly let your bottom foot come back to the earth. Take your time here. And then let's take hands to wrap around your thigh bone. Keep flexing, you're everting your foot, right? Everting means that the pinky toes are moving towards the outer thigh. You might hold on to the top of your right shin bone here, if that feels good for you. And keep drawing your right thigh towards you, but peeling that left hip open. Pinky toe everting, moving away from the midline, big toe flexing. You can see my toes are spread here. And then we'll slowly start to unfold the feet. We're going to come into a supported bridge pose here. So if you have your blocks handy, hopefully they're not too far, you'll take your block. Let's use a better block. You'll take your block and place it underneath your sacrum, the flat part of your spine. And you can soften the shoulders here, just giving a little release to the hips and the pelvis. This is a really great way to restore balance to your sacral chakra, Swadhisthana. It's the seat of our pleasure, our passion, our likes and dislikes. balances our fluidity, as the element water is associated with this chakra. This might be a great place for you to pause, or you might start to lengthen one leg in front of you. Move slowly here. I keep a little bend in my front leg as you, well, I'll show you on this side. I keep a little bit of a bend until my psoas starts to lengthen, and I keep working my inner thighs towards one another. So the big toe mounds are very active here. I'm going to start to flex my foot, peeling the big toe mound back. The psoas muscle wraps from the front of the body all the way around the hips to the outer part of the hips into the lower back. Close the eyes and soften inward here. Just noticing any shifts, any changes you might be feeling. Slowly start to draw the sole of your right foot back down to the earth. Your right foot was extended. And extend your left heel in front of you. Straighting one leg for the other. The more you internally rotate your inner thigh, the deeper you might feel the psoas releasing. Soften here. If it's not too much on your lower back, you might extend both legs in front of you. Just being mindful of the toes being flexed, being mindful of the low back still being supported. Take a deep breath to inhale and feel your crown opening up. Feel pure light, magnetism, an electromagnetic field of pure intelligence moving through your spine on your inhalation. And on your exhalation, feel this light, this wisdom, this radiance, charging and transforming right at the space that's being supported by the block. Slowly start to draw your feet back underneath you. Take your time here. The pelvis is in a tight, slight tilt here. I like to draw my knees one over the other just to align my sacrum. And then from here, slide your block out. And so just delicately coming down. Keep your knees pressing into your heart. And then we'll move into happy baby here. So lengthening your tailbone down. I'll move the block out of the way for a moment. Maybe you'll reach for your underneath your thighs, your shin bones, your ankles. Keep lengthening your tailbone. So the sacrum, when we inhale, it has this little, it moves. The bottom of the tailbone, when we breathe, it moves back into alignment. and then when we exhale, it comes back, right? So it's quite fascinating. See if you can lengthen your tailbone so that the entire length is moving away from you and the top of your crown is pressing down. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest. Take your time here, roll over to the right side. We'll take your bolster or your pillows, whatever it is that you have handy, and we'll go into a twist today. So stack one block. I like to use the cork blocks for this. Stack one block either on the lowest level or the second highest level. And you'll take your bolster or your pillow. And you'll line up your right thigh bone against your bolster. Tuck your right foot in, almost as if you're in tree pose. I have the hiccups now, excuse me. You're going to grow your spine long on your inhalation. And then start to roll your spine on the exhalation. I'm going to lower my block just a little. So you're lengthening and rolling, lengthening and rolling, lengthening and rolling. Take your time. Really want you to feel the essence of the length of the spine here. And then depending on where you are, you might place your forehead, one ear, one cheek to one side. We'll stay here for quite some time. I'll be quiet for a few moments. If you feel like your knees need some padding, you can always place a blanket underneath your knees if you'd like. I'm laying on my rug today for that reason. Twists help to purify and detoxify our bodies and our nervous system. This particular twist is helping us to open up our Manipura chakra. See if you can soften your shoulders. If you feel like you need a block or something else underneath one arm, you can always place a block underneath your left arm to elevate it if that feels good. And just giving yourself maximum pleasure. And slowly start to bring your forehead back to your bolster. Breathe into the back of your neck. And then, with a heavy head, walk your hands under your shoulders. Slowly start to roll up. Just take a moment here as you unwind. Let your left fingertips walk over to the left side. We'll take a side bend to open up. Keep reaching your top arm long by your ear. Right side of the body, Pingala Nadi, relates to our masculine energy. Solar side. Just breathe into the space that you're creating here. One smooth breath in, keep the arm long. And then slowly start to come up. You might feel this very deeply running down the side of the body. You're going to roll to the other side, but because I'm taping, I'm just going to move my bolster. So we'll take, you'll roll to the opposite side, lining up left thigh bone in line. If you need that block on the opposite side, make sure you bring it with you. And then making sure that you are lined up with your bolster or pillow. I'll bring my left foot in as if I'm in tree pose. And then same thing here, moving slowly and purposefully. Lengthen your spine. And then keep rolling the right side of your spine. So just as we would in twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate the spine. And take your time. Don't worry about how fast or slow you're moving. As you start to settle in, you might bring one cheek. If you placed or propped up an arm on a block or additional pillow, feel free to do that on the opposite side. Just takes the pressure out of the shoulders, creates a little bit more spaciousness in the neck. And see if you can let yourself now fall into the space of effortless ease. You're no longer thinking. But you're merging. Notice what might be opening up on this side. Take a smooth breath to inhale and a smooth breath to exhale. Slowly let your forehead come to your bolster or pillow and take a moment to realign your cervical spine. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders and let your head slowly come up, taking your time. We'll move now. You can keep your block and bolster here at this height. We'll start to move into a supported one leg supta Virasana. So if you know that you have any knee problems, I do recommend either placing a blanket underneath your knee or making sure that you are on something cushy. We're going to take one leg back, half Virasana, supta Virasana first. I'm going to move my seat as close to the bolster as possible. If you feel like you need to bring this a little bit higher, you absolutely can by lifting the block to the second highest level or the third highest level. Make sure that your heel is right outside of your hip. I'm going to internally rotate my other leg and then slowly work my way down to where I can feel sensation happening in my right thigh. I'm going to actually remove this block for me personally, but there's this lovely back bend that starts to happen. And again, just really pay attention to what's nourishing your body and what feels comfortable for you. And then energetically keep drawing the inner thighs towards one another. Let your pelvis be heavy and almost as if you can feel the sensation of bowing or lifting, peeling the skin of the ribs. You can see this lovely arc that's happening here. My back is still supported. I can't put my fingers underneath my back, but what I'm doing is I'm really breathing into the belly, lifting and expanding the chest cavity. And that's creating a lovely length across my chest, my neck, my shoulders. If you feel like you are able to sustain or would like to take the full option, I'll show that option. Otherwise, I'll cue you to trade one leg out. If you're taking a full Supta Virasana, you'll lift up and peel the calves away from underneath the thighs. Again, making sure both heels are outside. And I'll just show the full option here. If you're in the one-legged variation, please stay there. Work the thighs in towards one another. And this lift of the chest cavity, it feels almost as if I can feel the skin of my belly, the skin of the ribs separating, the skin of the intercostal muscles, the armpits. If there's any knee sensitivity at all, please, again, do not take this option and work within where you are patting the knees. You can also skip it. Let your pelvis be heavy and at the same time feel your upper body, your armpits, back of the crown moving away from your pelvis. Creating spaciousness in the body helps us to connect to pure consciousness. Take your time. And if that front leg is extended and you'd like to trade one leg out, very carefully roll up one vertebrae at a time. You can press your palms down to assist yourself. Roll up, stacking your shoulders over your hips, your head over your shoulders. And you'll trade one leg out for the other. Take your time as you lower back down. If you're in the full Supta Virasana variation, you might move to holding onto your elbows, your wrists, your forearms, wherever you can reach. Opening up the heart, bridge of seen and unseen, form and formless. And the heart is the bridge. It's how we meet each other as compassionate, empathetic, loving beings. If your arms are crossed one way, you might trade the arms out and crisscross the opposite way. And then soften here. Let the breath and the intelligence of the physical body merge with spirit, your essence of who you are. Take your time now. Very slowly press your palms down to the earth. Coming out of those postures, getting in is one thing, coming out of the posture is another. Put your palms face down. And very slowly, take your time, take as long as you need to slowly make your way back up. And just simply pause for a moment, just letting the breath settle in. We'll hook the left toes around the right calf and ankle. Reach your right arm out to the side. Stretch the left arm long by the ear. Opening up, 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝘁𝘀𝘀. Keep anchoring into your left side pelvis. Jaw at ease. Take your time and very slowly start to let that left hand come back down to the earth. Pausing briefly here. And we'll start to move into Stonehenge, or Shavasana. If you're ready to come into a full Shavasana, you might feel very, very lifted in the upper chakras right now. So Shavasana to ground is highly, highly recommended. We've just moved a lot of energy and rebalanced the body. So I'm going to show you and set up for Stonehenge, which is one of my favorites. If you'd rather just come all the way down, please set yourself up for Shavasana. If you are taking Stonehenge, you'll take 2 blocks, place it down on the lowest height, and then place your bolster or pillows over. And we're going to take our blanket today to cover ourselves up, to let the residue of what we've moved through, opened up, really nestle and plug in. Our skin is our largest organ of our body, and when we cover ourselves up, it helps to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. Not covering the mic. Let your body now settle back into the earth. You might lift your head up and readjust the back crown to the earth. You might lift your shoulders up and let the space between the shoulder blades be supported. And then let the flesh of your buttocks align underneath your hips so you can feel your hips supported. It's okay to make those adjustments. The purpose of those adjustments is to feel Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra, all of those segments of the body. Brahma associated with the pelvis, Vishnu, the preservation, rib cage, shoulders, and Rudra, which is another name for Shiva, the head. And you balance those areas of the body physically. You allow for proper alignment of pranic flow to come in. Rest now in the space that you created within your body. Give in to the earth. Merge with the earth underneath you. We are made of earth materials. As the body softens, as the body relaxes, feel yourself as matter merging back. Feel the soles of the feet illuminated in light. Ankle bones, shins, calves. Feel the backs of your knees, thigh bones, hamstrings, bathing in light. Feel your belly soften. Feel your pelvis supported by the earth. Feel your back body chest, open, expansive. Feel your arm bones, hands, wrists, and fingers covered in light. And soften your throat, your jaw, your tongue, your ears, eyes, and eyebrows. Feel your forehead bathing in light. And feel your brain soften. Breathe into the space between the two brain hemispheres. Just plug it and bathe there for a few more moments. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityurmamritaham gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Slowly rub your thumbs over each fingertip. Stretch one side of your body longer than the other. And stretch the other side out. In your own time, roll over to the right side, fetal position. Tuck your knees in and slowly make your way to any comfortable seat, letting your head arrive flat. Press your palms to the heart and feel this merging of opposites, union of duality. And bow your head to surrender the intellect of the mind to the wisdom of pure source, pure intelligence that's always embedded deeply inside of you. Access it daily, plug in daily, and let your heart lead you. Thank you so much for joining me. Hari Om, Tat Sat. Namaste. Please make a fist with your right hand, cover it with your left, lean forward, feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor, little regrounding technique.